guys, I am Bafoon and welcome back to another video, and today I am bringing you guys top 10 things that I do not like about Fortnite. Now, don't get me wrong, Fortnite, just an awesome game. You know, I love this game, okay? I can't stop playing this game, in fact, okay? But nonetheless, it's not perfect. Just like any game, it has its flaws. And here are some of the things that I do not like about Fortnite. Number one, when you have full shield, okay, and you also have full health, but somehow the enemy just shotguns you, you know, and all that health, boom, gone, just disappears, you know, like that. And it's just like, what, that wasn't even really fair, you know, like, they have a shotgun and they shoot you once, you know, if you don't see them, or, dude, okay, I was playing Fortnite one time, and I went down these stairs, right, and then so I looted down at the bottom floor, and then I heard footsteps, so I hid behind the stairs, right, like, sort of like, so that I could see anybody that came down, and the dude came down, right, looked at me, and by the time he looked at me, before he could even react, I shot him in the head, and he was dead, dude. And then I did it a second time, because there was another guy coming down, right, and I'm pretty sure that this dude had, like, a shield, too, and I'm just like, bro, this shotgun's OP, dude. Like, they need to nerf that a lot, because you need to have at least a fighting chance if you're gonna sort of like survive against that. Like, I get that the other person was playing smart, and in that situation I was playing smartly, even though by this gameplay that you're watching right now, you'll find I'm bad, I'm not very good. I find it fun, but like, it's OP. It needs to be nerfed, and they need to sort of like make it better. So my second point now is when I touch the ground and I land like right by a chest, okay? And I open this chest, yet somebody else manages to get down right after me and they steal the weapon from me. And I'm just like, bro, what? Why? Dude, Fortnite, come on. Why? I got here first. I should have the weapon, you know? Like, I spammed X on that, you know? I held X. I did everything that I could to try and pick up the weapon, and he got it. Like, what? Boy, screw you too, okay, Fortnite? But, yeah, it's just like, it bugs me when I don't get that weapon when I should have. Number 3. When you're playing squads and your teammates don't come to the same place as you. I get that everybody has their sort of play style, you know, but like, if you're a team, you need to sort of communicate, you know, like, you need to say, hey, I'm going here, you know, and whoever says like, hey, let's go here, you know, unless like you guys have enough time to argue it out and say like, hey, let's go here instead, blah 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 blah, right, which most of the time you don't. I would just suggest somebody says, hey, let's go here, you just go with them, because like, it's just, you kind of don't really have that much time to get off the bus, because like, you have other people that you want to kill, but if they get to the ground before you, then you're pretty much dead, unless like you hide, you know, and find a weapon magically. But I was playing Fortnite just earlier today too, you know, and so I was in the game and I was playing with my friends, and we jumped out of the bus, and this was his mind. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna go here and not tell anybody about it, but let them go to Flush Factory, you know? By the time I hit the ground, he was all the way in the hills, and I'm just like, dude, why didn't you say anything? And he's just like, oh, sorry, I didn't feel like it. And like, you know what happened to him? Yeah, I survived. He died. Like, he got into a fight and died. So, yeah, that's my number 3 spot. When people don't go to the same place as you, or when you don't go to the same place as your teammates, you know? What kind of player are you guys? Do you guys go with your teammate or go solo on squads and stuff, you know? I find it's better to go with a teammate so you don't run into a team and get destroyed by them. Coming in at number 4, when your teammates kill you just because you have better weapons than them. So, okay, I was playing with this one dude like last month, you know, and well, we killed a guy, you know, and I think I killed him actually, but I called the scar that he had because the other dude, he literally, I think he had like a rocket launcher or something, dude, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a rocket launcher, or it was either a rocket launcher or a sniper. I can't remember, but I know he had something good, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna get the scar because you already have something good, right? So I take the scar, and he's just like, dude, give me the scar, I'm gonna kill you. And I'm just like, no, dude, no, that's not fair, dude. You got some good stuff, okay? Like, you expect me to just drop the scar for you? Like, bro, all I have is a gray AR, dude. What do you want from me? Do you want me to die? You know, do you want to be on your own? And then because we were arguing the whole time, we died. It's simple as that. We died from the arguments. And then a couple of days ago, I was playing, and my teammate goes and tried to kill another one of my teammates because he got a weapon that was better than him, and he wanted it. I'm just like, dude, you're being petty. Stop. And then he killed him. So I killed our teammate that killed our other teammate and revived the teammate that he killed, if that makes any sense. Coming in at number 5 are the bushes, okay? Maybe some of you guys like the bush, but like for me, I've never really gotten killed by somebody stealthily using the bush. I've been killed by somebody wearing a bush, but like they weren't hiding, they were just running around. But like when people get a bush, you know, or even like hide in a bush, like if you hide in a structure, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine, you know, but like if they're hiding in a bush, they have a lot of like, they control how the situation goes entirely because you don't know that they're there. And I know that it's kind of like that element of surprise, like, oh yeah, if you have a sniper, you know, like the same argument could be made there, but like for this situation, that's not true, because with the sniper actually has a lead, you know, like you have to, oh, well, it doesn't have a lead, you have to lead your shots, right? So you have to sort of like aim ahead of the enemy, and you have to aim a little bit up above them so that you can kill them, you know? So like it takes a bit of skill, but when you're just sitting in a bush or sitting with a bush on top of you, it doesn't really require that much skill, because like you're just sitting there out with a shotgun and you just one hit somebody. Like I said before, that shotgun does some pretty amazing damage. I don't know what amazing is. That's, I don't know, weird word. I just made it up. Bafoon, making up new words every day. Even my name's a new word. Coming in at number 6, when you get into the game first off the bat on console, and the controls are like press Y to move around the entire thing, I think that it should either be set to, like the default controls should be set to Combat Pro or Build Pro, not the default now, because like lots of people play on the default, and it's like it's giving them sort of like not a very good it's giving them not a very good play, you know? Like they get used to it, so they don't change their settings, you know? But like it should be like another setting, but not on the default, because the default is just it's not very layered very well. Like you press Y to cycle through all the weapons. It should be like the bumpers or something, you know. I play on Combat Pro. I don't know what Build Pro is like. I haven't tried it, but like I assume it's essentially the same thing. Maybe just like you select build easier. I think that, yeah, isn't build like one of the triggers or something? I'm not exactly sure. I think that the default controls are a little bit too difficult, you know? Like, if you're learning something, I would suggest making it difficult for yourself, but at the same time, with controls, it's kind of like something that you don't want to make difficult for yourself, because then you get used to those controls, you know? And if it's a bad control scheme, it doesn't give you the advantage, you know? You're just used to it, because if you switch, then you die more because you try to do those controls. Coming in at number 7 is when somebody comes right up to you with a rocket launcher and shoots it right down at their feet, pretty much. Not exactly down at their feet, but kind of at an angle, you know? They're still pretty damn close to you, and you die, but they're still alive. Yeah, it's amazing. They're like, they have danger closest from zombies. They're the legend, you know? They're the best player ever. No, really? It's just the rocket launcher is OP, and it needs, the spread needs to be sort of like, it needs to be changed. It needs to be bigger so that people can't just come right face to face with you and just RPG you. It's stupid, and like I said with the shotgun, it doesn't really give you a chance to react, you know? Like, I was running forward one game, right? And somebody happened to be running the opposite direction of me, but I couldn't see them because I was running up a hill, okay? And they were running up that hill too. But guess who won the gunfight? They did, because they just shot a rocket down at their feet as soon as they saw me and killed me. Coming at number 8, this isn't really something that I think should be changed, but it's just something that, like, it makes me angry when it happens to me, you know? Like, it's not, I think it's a good thing, you know? Like, if you did this, you're good, dude. That was a good job, you know? Like, that, you made a good choice. But it's just something that it annoys me when it happens to me. It's like one of those things, it's like, oh, I don't like it when somebody does this to me, but I do it to them all the time, you know? And this is when you're fighting somebody, right? And this mostly happens in like squads and duos. But like, when you're fighting somebody and you go, like, you built a base around to make sure that like, I mean, not necessarily even a base, you could just be like hiding, you know, taking cover, healing maybe, I don't know, but like, you're fighting this guy, maybe you're just shooting him, but either way, his teammate that you didn't know existed comes around and shoots you in the back, and you're dead, just like that, you know? It's just like, it's a good strategy, good job, you know? Like, it makes me mad when it happens to me. And it's just my noobish mistakes, I guess. But it's just like, it's whatever, you know? It's just something I don't like what happens to me. So I put it on this list. For number 9, and this has a lot more to do with your teammates again, is when your teammates land pretty far from you, like in the same area as you, but like all the way across maybe the city or whatever, you know, and they can't really defend themselves that well, so they end up dying. And this happens to me all the time when I'm playing with my teammates, you know, and they're good-ish, you know, but like they can't defend themselves in certain situations, and they don't know when to ask for help, you know, like if I'm landing, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to this area, so that my friends can be like, okay, I'm gonna go over to this area, which is close by, maybe right across the street, or like maybe 2-3 houses down max, you know? But when it's like, when it's more than that, when it's like far away, and they don't ask for help when they need it, or they don't have any weapons, but they know somebody's in there, and they just don't say anything and die, you know, they die. And then if you're playing squads, you know, or even if you're playing duos and they die, you're pretty much screwed unless you're like top-notch player, you know, like it's just like it's something that just you can't really do well on your own, you know. It's very difficult. You could, but it's difficult. Coming in at 10, and this is something that just like I don't like it's kind of like the same thing with the other one. I think it was 7 or 8 where I was talking about how when players come up behind you, you know, it's like it's somebody else's play style. But I don't like it when somebody downs my teammate and I come up to them trying to shoot at them to get their attention, and they end up killing my teammate anyways. And I'm just like, bro, why? Come on, why couldn't you just shoot at me? Like, what? Dude, come on. I wanted my teammate, I needed my teammate. Wah. But like, they kill your teammate, and there's nothing you can do about it, really. You're helpless. And it's just, I mean, I guess there's a point, because if you're gonna die, like if you know you're gonna die, you could still take out their teammate. But like, it's just like, why, dude? What, you could have tried to fight. And I have an extra one for you, okay? Right here. When you're dead and you're watching your teammate play, and like you know that somebody's there and you know where they are, and you're telling your teammate, you're like, hey, be careful, this dude's here, you know, like just like, you know, like not like just like don't do this because that'll end up getting you killed. And they go and they do it, you know. And like I don't mean to sound sort of like, oh, do this, no, you don't do that, no. Like, I low-key am kind of like that when I'm playing, you know. I'm kind of like, no, don't do that, dude, come on, you're gonna get yourself killed, you know. But most of the time when I'm like that, it ends up happening. They end up getting killed, and it's just like you can't really do anything to help them, you know, like, because you're not in the game anymore. So you can't come in and just be like, no, and spray and pray them, you know. It's like when you're on your own in squads, or if you lost a whole bunch of your teammates, you gotta play it a lot more safe. And you just like, a lot of the time your teammates can know a lot more stuff than you sometimes, you know, like they could see stuff that maybe you didn't. Like, there have been so many times where I've seen people running across the screen that my friends didn't, and they died because they didn't see them, you know. Or like when I knew that somebody was behind somebody and I told them like, hey, there's a guy behind you, kill him, and then they just stand there and don't do anything. Yeah. This is my 3rd attempt at this outro, but alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and become a buffoon, also known as subscribing, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.